How's it going, guys, and welcome back to episode 15 of the Destiny playthrough with me, cxc, and in this episode we're going to be jumping into this week's, last week's, Nightfall, the Ordeal. So we're just going to see what this week's Nightfall has to offer us. Going to load into this next match in a second. Loading's got to be the worst part. I have cut down the loading a little bit just to make it a little bit more bearable. But yeah, I think we found our other two players that we're going to be joining this week's Nightfall with. And we're going to load in. This episode is also sponsored by Artatic. Link in the description for some cool cases below. Okay, so yeah, this is the Nightfall at Scarlet's Keep's Tower. And so the first mission, or the first checkpoint, is to investigate Scarlet Keep's Tower. Basically just got to power through the enemies and just make our way up through the tower. Gonna skip out any boring bits or anything of me just walking with no action, just because there was enough loading, so I don't really want to just walk through corridors for the rest of the episode. Alright, it's having a weird glitch there with the mouse, so I just had to sort it out. Alright, so we're going to power through these with the sword. This sword, I think, deals a decent damage now. I think it's 160 or something. 1260. I think it's 1260. Which is pretty high. Okay, so we've got to break the spell. We've basically got to kill one of these keepers. And then we've got to grab this orb of power and take it down to this little section down here. I think in this episode we actually end up taking both these orbs. The other guy's not really doing anything. Right, so I'm just going to kill a couple of these enemies, as many as I can, but I don't want to go down either. Obviously the goal of the Ordeal is to get 100,000 points, but even on this power level I don't think I'm going to be doing that. I've got a 1.2 multiplier on, but it's still not enough. Alright, so now we're going to go and help out this other guy down here. He's still defeating the keeper of the spell, or of the orb. I just wish I knew the technical terms for these things. I probably should at this point. Alright, so we're going to revive him. He did manage to take out the keeper, which is decent. And then we're going to grab this orb of power and we're going to take it to the next checkpoint. Not too much going on right now. Just relying on these guys for cover so we don't go down. I don't think I'm going to take that guy out with this orb. We've got these thralls as well, which are trying to explode around us, and they're dealing us some significant damage. Okay, we went down, but we did actually manage to complete the task that we needed to. And now I'm just going to wait to get revived. Thank you. Supercharge as well, so we'll use that in a second. Got to keep that up our sleeve just in case. You never know what's coming. So we're going to take out these enemies. Use our supercharge as well. Might as well. Okay, we've also got an ogre as well. Unstoppable, but make short work of him. Okay, so that's him taken care of, and then we're going to move on to the next section in a second. Going to take out the enemies that are up here as well. Okay, so we've got 4 enemies up here. Oh, he's taken out that last one. Alright, so we're going to move on to the next section now. Just skipped out a little bit of the walking, and we're going to carry on with our task, investigating Scarlet Keep's Tower. So take out a couple of these thralls from a distance. Use our sword as well, just to deal some damage up close. Make sure not to sword the thrall enemies though, because they do explode and they'll kill me like instantly. I've learnt that. I've learnt that lesson quite a few times. Right, so we've just taken out a Revenant Knight. We're getting some decent points. We've got 58,000 points at the moment. As I said earlier, the goal's 100,000, but I can't really see it happening. Just see how close we can get, really. And we'll take out these guys. And I can see one hiding behind there as well. just using our field of view and perspective just to get a little bit of look around the corner before we actually went round there to see what was lurking. I'm going to make my way up the stairs and skip to the next section. Okay, so now we're on the elevator, which is, I think, the main section leading up to the last enemy. Yeah, so we've got to draw out. Right. Hashleden? I don't know. I think Hashleden sounds a bit wrong, but... Okay, so we've basically got to draw out the boss. Just refer to her as the boss. So we take out a couple of these wizards. We had 2 wizards guarding, and we've taken those out, and now we've drawn her out. And we're going to take out the daughter of Crota. Alright, she's actually not too bad. We're dealing some significant damage. Use our supercharge as well just to help out the team. We managed to get 1 hit of the supercharge and then we got knocked down, which is a shame, but I guess at least we helped out where we could. Just wait to be revived. I think this guy's got us here. Yeah, okay. We'll use our finisher. And we'll use our finisher on him as well. You don't get any extra points, I don't think, for using the finisher or anything, but it just saves ammo. If they're ready to die with 1 punch, then I'll do it. Alright, so now we're going to continue on taking out the daughter of Crota. Crota? I don't know how to pronounce it, I'll be honest. I'm going to say Crota. Yeah, I think it's Crota. Alright, so I'm going to take out these and the thralls and the wizards and the revenant knights. Or are they going to take me down? I'm not sure. I'm going to try and survive here, but I'm in such a mess with it. Alright, so we'll finish him. Yeah, these could down me. I'm not even sure what's going to happen. Just trying to regain a little bit of health before I get hit again. Which is easier said than done. Oh, so we've almost taken out this woman, this boss. I'm just going to go up close now and just use my sword as well. This deals probably the most damage out of all the weapons I've got. 4,000 points per hit. It's not even like a critical hit or anything. Alright, so that's her taken down, and we're going to wait for our loot. Okay, so that was a pretty short one. I did cut out a lot of the unnecessary bits though, so that's probably why, but hopefully you enjoyed. Join me next week for next week's Ordeal. Really enjoying this at the moment. As you can see, we got quite a few points. I think we got just under 88,000, which is close, but not there, not close enough. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.